chiropractic. What I want to talk to you about this week is the youth. So it's Youth Week this week, and what I'm going to be covering today is a few things in and around the health of our younger sort of age group, and what sort of things you can be doing to make sure your kids being more active, make sure they're looking after their bodies. So long term, they're going to be really enjoying their lives and getting the most out of their bodies. So stick around to find out more. So one of the first things I want to touch on is around activity levels in younger age groups. So it's really important. I've already mentioned in videos before how it's really important for anyone to be active. And this doesn't just apply to adults, this applies to kids as well. Kids, it's so important to be out there, be active, running around, and using the body and how it's meant to be used. One of the big reasons for this is the increased incidence of childhood obesity. So recent stats have suggested that somewhere between 20 to 25% of children and adolescents are currently considered overweight. And this has a huge range of other health implications, particularly in regards to things like exposing you to a high risk of developing type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and these aren't something you want to be setting yourself up for early on. You want to be making sure that long term, you're looking after your body so you can get the most out of it for a long period of time. So it's really important to make sure when you're looking, like for adults to be looking at their kids' nutrition, making sure they're not eating sort of too much in the way of sugar, make sure they're getting enough protein, make sure they're getting lots of good, healthy, fresh vegetables, and not just sort of overloading the bodies with processed foods. Make sure you're getting a lot of fresh, healthy food into you, and make sure you're getting enough activity. So adults, I'd say at least sort of, you want to be getting at least sort of 30 minutes exercise a day, and this applies to kids as well, if not a bit more. So just a bit of running around and get outside, play, enjoy the outdoors. We're so lucky living in Australia that we have great weather for so much of the year, so let's use it. The next thing I want to talk about is technology. So last week James touched this as well, and it's a really important thing which is becoming more and more prevalent these days because technology is becoming such a big part of our lives. And so the days of kids entertain themselves with reading a book are being overtaken with having an iPad or playing on the phone. These are great, lots of entertainment and easily sort of able to entertain the kids and get other stuff done. But when kids are using these devices such as phones and iPads, they tend to put their body in a position that's not ideal. So you'll tend to find that you'll be hunched over like this. Fine if it's a really short-term thing. When you're spending hours at a time hunched over like that, then your body starts to maintain that position. And when this has been done so young, it puts a lot more stress and strain on the body when it's growing up, because your bodies, particularly younger bodies, are really easily conditioned to different things. So when a younger body is spending hours at a time, spent hunched over like this, that's the way it's going to be influenced to actually develop over time. So parents, make sure your kids are actually, when they're using devices, not to be spending too much time on them, but also not to be being hunched over with it. So get it up closer to eye level. Make sure you're not getting into weird positions. The other thing is parents often say, their kids sort of use it in bed and hunched over like this. Avoid having too much time on devices. And when you are using devices, be smart about how you're using them. So they're the main things we'll talk about today, guys. If you've got any questions further on these, feel free to send us a message and we're happy to get back to you as soon as we can. Have a great day. Bye.